It was a silent night. The air was still and the stars twinkled brightly in the vast expanse of the sky. The world slept, unaware of the miracle about to unfold. In the quiet corners of the village, not a creature stirred, and the only sound was the gentle rustling of leaves in the cool night breeze. In the little town of Bethlehem, a baby was born. His name was Jesus. This birth was unlike any other, for it was foretold by prophets and awaited by many. He was a special baby, born in a humble stable. The stable was simple, with hay scattered on the ground and the soft glow of lanterns casting gentle shadows. Animals surrounded him, their warm breath filling the air. The gentle lowing of cattle and the soft bleating of sheep created a serene symphony. His mother, Mary, and her husband Joseph looked upon him with love. Their hearts were filled with awe and wonder at the sight of their newborn son. This was no ordinary night. A bright star shone in the sky, guiding shepherds and wise men alike to the place of his birth. This was a holy night, a night filled with hope, promise, and the beginning of a new era. The night the world changed forever. The birth of Jesus marked the dawn of a new light, a beacon of love and salvation for all mankind. Out in the fields, shepherds watched over their sheep. They were simple men tending to their flocks under the vast expanse of the night sky. The air was cool, and the only sounds were the gentle bleating of the sheep and the occasional rustle of the wind through the grass. The night was dark, but the stars twinkled brightly. Each star seemed to tell a story, a silent witness to the events unfolding below. The shepherds often gazed at these stars, finding comfort in their steady presence. Suddenly, a brilliant light filled the sky. It was unlike anything they had ever seen before. A light so pure and radiant that it seemed to turn night into day. The shepherds shielded their eyes, their hearts pounding with a mix of fear and awe. An angel appeared before them. Majestic and serene, the angel's presence was both overwhelming and comforting. His wings were large and white, glowing with a heavenly light that bathed the entire field. The shepherds were afraid, but the angel spoke gently. His voice was calm and soothing, like a warm breeze on a cold night. "Do not be afraid," he said, his words wrapping around them like a protective cloak. "Fear not," he said, "for unto you is born this day in the city of David a Saviour, which is Christ the Lord." The angel's message was clear and filled with hope. It was a proclamation of joy, a divine announcement that would change the world forever. He told them about the baby Jesus lying in a manger in Bethlehem. This was the sign. The Saviour, the long-awaited Messiah, had come into the world in the humblest of settings, bringing with him a promise of peace and salvation. The shepherds, filled with wonder, rushed to find the newborn king. Their hearts were light, their steps quickened by the angel's message. They left their flocks behind, driven by a newfound purpose and a desire to witness the miracle that had been revealed to them. Far away in the east, 3 wise men had a dream. They saw a bright star. This was no ordinary star. This star held a message. A new king was born. The wise men knew they had to follow it. They gathered their most precious gifts. They prepared for a long journey. They were led by the star, traveling for many days and nights. They knew in their hearts they would find the newborn king. Section 4, Gifts of Wonder. Melchior, Gaspar, and Balthazar. These names have echoed through the ages, representing wisdom, devotion, and the spirit of giving. These were the names of the wise men. They embarked on a long and arduous journey, guided by a star, to honor the birth of a special child. Each brought a special gift for the baby Jesus. These gifts were not just ordinary presents. They were deeply symbolic and carried profound meanings. Melchior brought gold, the gift for a king. Gold symbolized royalty and the recognition of Jesus as the King of Kings. Gaspar brought frankincense, a gift of sweet fragrance. Frankincense was used in religious ceremonies, symbolizing Jesus' divine nature and his role as a priest. Balthazar brought myrrh, a gift used for healing. Myrrh was often used in embalming and represented Jesus' mortality and the suffering he would endure. These gifts were magical. They were signs of respect and love for the newborn king. The wise men knew that this child was destined for greatness, and their gifts reflected their reverence. The wise men knelt before the baby Jesus. Their act of kneeling was a gesture of deep humility and worship. They were filled with joy and wonder. The sight of the newborn king filled their hearts with an indescribable sense of awe and fulfillment, knowing they had witnessed a divine miracle. Section 5. A holy night. The journey to Bethlehem was long and tiring. The wise men even spoke with King Herod about the newborn king. Finally, they found the stable, guided by the star. Inside, they found Mary and Joseph and the baby Jesus. They presented their gifts. They worshipped the newborn king. This was no ordinary night. This was a holy night, a night filled with magic, hope, and the promise of a savior.